Hello and welcome to this introductory webinar on identifying and using HR metrics in support of the business strategy. This is part of our HR Masterclass series for 2014. This year we have a series of 7 carefully selected workshop programs designed for senior HR managers and professionals. Each masterclass topic has been selected by Michael Meir in response to the latest trends in HR global management and feedback provided by executives in HRM. So they are cutting edge and we hope you find them extremely relevant to where you are in HRM in 2014. My name is Sarah Sabel and with me to introduce this topic and tell you a little bit more about it is Michael Meir, CAL's resident HR specialist and researcher on the latest issues in HRM and hot topics for HR managers and professionals. Welcome, Michael.
Well, thanks for that introduction, Sarah. Very excited to be here to promote this workshop in our HR Masterclass series for 2014. I think we've really got an exciting set of workshops this year. What's shaping up to be a very challenging year for HR professionals and especially for the senior HR team and executives as they try to continue to develop the metrics to rationalise their critical interventions.
It seems to me that companies today run on metrics. The boardroom is focused on performance and any issues flagged. HR metrics used correctly could inform any number of important business decisions. It seems to me that only when HR professionals are using metrics as a matter of course will they be taken seriously by their peers in other facets of the business such as finance and sales or business operations.
Sarah, you're absolutely right there. So look, let me ask you all a question. How many of you have actually recruited your first CDO, that's your Chief Data Officer, or maybe your CAO, Chief Analytics Officer yet? Well, even if you haven't, don't worry, you soon will. The age of big data and evidence-based decision-making is on us all. Peter Drucker's dictum that if you can't measure it, you can't manage it is finally catching up with HR. Drucker said that work implies not only that somebody is supposed to do the job, but also accountability, a deadline, and finally the measurement of results. And that is feedback from results of the work and on the planning process itself. Well, 40 years have passed since that, and accountability, or the lack of it, is still a major organisational issue. Feedback in the form of performance management, development, review or appraisal remains a crucial managerial weakness, and whilst an enormous amount of time goes into planning strategy, not nearly as much effort goes or is spent in enabling strategy execution. Today's investors, however, are demanding outcomes and results. Lean thinking is an accepted board precondition. HR is now required to demonstrate its value to organisations. Strong business knowledge, the ability to argue in numbers, and to contribute to strategy's execution are today's HR prerequisites. However, big data doesn't always mean better intelligence or information. HR has to sort the wheat from the chaff. What are the key metrics to guide managers and supervisors to drive their organisation? Does HR have a choice? Well, the answer here is no.
Well, that all sounds pretty definitive, Michael.
Yes, Sarah. To be taken seriously and simply to get the job done, HR must be able to argue in numbers. Take a lead from the financial department. Their value is that they argue in numbers. They're a cost centre, but they're always totally valued because why? They argue in numbers. How many HR directors become CEOs? And how many CFOs become CEOs? The answer speaks for itself.
But Michael, we've been on about HR metrics for a few years now. Surely savvy HR professionals are using it.
To a point, that's true, Sarah, but a recent study of HR professionals showed that less than half are using objective data on talent to make either workforce or business decisions. Those that are and are measuring performance, tracking progress, accumulating a whole host of data, so much that we've given the name of big data. But unless we tap into it, it might as well be not so big data. There's no doubt that a few are actually using data very, very well, and they could certainly be making more out of it than they have. Historically, human resources has been asked to compile and track metrics on absenteeism, cost of benefits per employee, turnover rates or cost of hire. The weaknesses of these metrics is that they don't deliver on strategic value. They don't necessarily give you any information that helps you make future decisions.
So then, Michael, if your goal is to improve the quality of your people management decisions and be metric driven, what do you need to do?
Sarah, you've summed that up well, of course, and we'll identify those and deal with them in some depth in the masterclasses. Masterclass on identifying and using HR metrics in line with your business strategy will improve your ability to use metrics as well as improve your decision-making ability, and through this your credibility with senior management. It will help you to focus on the metrics that decision makers care most about and that have most impact on business results. This approach focuses on helping managers improve their people management decision making.
Yeah, I can certainly see the danger with HR and metrics. Once you realise their importance, well, there are just so many of them, aren't there? The skill here is recognising those that will have the most impact on business results. It's important to note here that this masterclass is designed for senior HR professionals and executives in people management. So both the topic itself and the peer discussion will be at an advanced level, so it won't be suitable for those new to HRM or who have not experienced a senior role in HRM yet. And for the masterclass series, we have also set up a special Facebook page for our workshop delegates to continue the discussion, get involved in the dialogue, contribute to other masterclass topics, and generally keep tabs on what's happening in HRM and people management in workplaces throughout Australia. All workshops in this masterclass series have limited numbers due to the nature of the discussion and anticipated input of delegates, so make sure you book early. Now, each one of our masterclasses is supported by our extensive online video library. So if you're unable to attend the scheduled masterclass date, then check out the videos online. The videos go into quite a bit more detail and will certainly address issues highlighted here and covered in the classroom. The date of this workshop is July 2nd, 2014, and it will be held in Richmond, Victoria. To register, you can click on the link below this video, or for more information, you can email the address on your screen.
Thanks, Sarah, and I look forward to meeting you in the 2014 Masterclass series. In the meantime, and if you have any burning questions or significant HR issues, I'd love to discuss them with you. You can email me anytime at the address that you can see here on your screen.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you, Sarah.